Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this gorgeous Friday, September 25th. It's, actually a little bit hazy outside.
Warmed up a little bit, too. It's not as cool as it was last week.
Not as cool. It's warmed up, but it's a little hazy, and that you can see your breath as you're breathing it in, not as you're breathing it out.
As things fly through the air.
By the way, speaking of welcome, it's harvest time. Yeah. I was driving up Route 45
yes, sir.
To work a few days ago. And I'm just minding my own business, driving by. There's a combine who is he's hitting corn on the roads right next to the street, right? So right next to the highway. So that makes sense. He's farming. He's got a crop there. But he's throwing chaff out the side. Usually the chaff goes out the side. It's like a little bit more dusty. This may be kind of an older combine because it was throwing big cobs.
We had chunks coming up.
It was cobs. I'm just driving along. I get hit by a cob. Isn't that something?
Did you stop and talk to him about it?
Went out there and grabbed that guy.
Yeah, you did. That would have gone over well.
No, I kept driving, and when I stopped the car next, I got out and looked and had no damage, but it was one of those things. So, ladies and gentlemen, take care on the roadways. You never know when you're going to need to drive slow. You've got harvest is going on.
Absolutely.
Safety first. Safety first. I mean, this could have been a cob the size of a deer. Who knows what would have happened?
What kind of corn are they planting?
That'd be the biggest. That would be the biggest. What's going on? By the way, that's Lucas Vaughan. This is our Take the Points show, weekly sports show. We're going to talk about a little bit of golf. Talk about a little bit of football, maybe college, maybe pros.
Yep.
Talk a little basketball, baseball. I've got all kinds of fun baseball stuff. And
is hockey still going? Because I don't know.
Hockey is still going.
Because I still don't know anything about it.
Hockey is still going. There's a game tonight.
Great.
There's a game tonight, as a matter of fact. So, we'll talk about all that here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. What's going on around the area, though? Let's tell you a little bit about what's going on. Actually, here in Clay County, a little bit to the east of here, over in Clay City, at the Clay City High School today at 2 o'clock. It's a big American Red Cross blood drive at the Clay City High School from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, appointments are needed, and I can show you right here. This is being filmed on Wednesday. I've already donated blood today. How about that?
Congratulations.
I lost.
Are you up to, how many gallons are you up to now?
I lost my sticker. I'm over 16. I am at 100 and it's either 131 or 133 pints. I can't remember which one.
It's a lot of blood.
Must affect memory too, but no. The blood drive is going on over there at Clay City today from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. You do need to make an appointment. Go to redcrossblood.org to make your appointment. It's very simple, very easy, or you can give them a phone call at 1-800-733-2767, and they need all the help they can get here with the coronavirus. They're not getting as many donations as they'd like because folks are in quarantine. I had one of my friends who was going to be on the show this week had to cancel the show because he was in quarantine. So, what do you do? Do that. RedCrossBlood.org, and it's at Clay City High School at 2 o'clock today. Another event going on today over in Altamont. It's the Woodpecker Program at the Ballard Nature Center. Pardon me. It'll be at 6 o'clock tonight. Ballard Nature Center is having an adult class outdoors. 6 o'clock, you better hurry. To learn about woodpeckers, you'll learn about how the fascinating adaptations that they make, how to identify species, as well as that live here, as well as take an evening stroll. Please give them a call to register at 483-6856. One other thing here on this Friday, up in Effingham, this is big. They have, now this is I bring this up because it's the Chamber of Commerce, but it's a Facebook event. It's their big fall draw, the virtual this year, virtual fall draw to help. It's a fundraiser for the Effingham County Chamber of Commerce. They do an outstanding job up there. A chance to win the $5,000 grand prize. It's only $50 per ticket. If you want ticket information, contact Becky Brown and at the Effingham City Chamber of Commerce, or pardon me, Effingham County Chamber, or give them a call at 217-342-4147. There are, and the cool thing about this one, Lucas, is if your name gets drawn, you get to it goes back in the pile, so you can win more than once.
That would be very lucky if you did.
Who knows how many tickets are sold?
I'm thinking 12,000.
If they're getting $12,000 at $50 a piece, that'd be nice.
I agree.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. I don't know if it does it say there's a limitation on there. Only 250 tickets available. There you go. Yeah. So some of the other prizes that you can win. There's some Cardinal tickets for next year. Some car washes, pool table. You can win a pool table. That's pretty cool.
I hope it comes put together because, man, them are tough to put together. And they're heavy. They're heavy.
Ever tried to put one together?
No, but they're heavy.
They're tremendously heavy, and the tricky part about putting one together is you have to make sure that it's level. Mm-hmm. And that's when they've got these little the legs down at the bottom. You have to screw them in and out to level the table.
I bet the new ones don't have the big old thick slate like the old one did, though.
Yeah, they've probably reduced the thickness on that because the old ones used to have a half an inch or more.
Big old thick slate in there.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You break a slate, it stays broken.
Yeah. Little Gorilla Glue ain't going to fix that.
No, that's right. That's exactly right. What else going on this weekend? On Saturday, the Blueford Rurton Club hosting their monthly breakfast Saturday, September 26th from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This month, the proceeds will be split 50-50 with the Blueford Unit School, so that's cool. Menu includes sausage patty, biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, pancakes, grits, orange juice, coffee, milk, and water. Cost is by donation. What kind of donation would you make for that, Lucas?
$18.
When they throw in the grit.
Yeah, I'm a grits guy.
I am too.
I like grits.
I like a good set of grits. Yeah, mine are kind of the cheese flavor is what I like. But the good grits will go. Also tomorrow on Saturday, at the Hannah House Museum in Fairfield, they've set the date for their annual pumpkin painting event. It is Saturday. In the past, this event has been held in cooperation in conjunction with the Fall Fun Fest. However, no Fall Fun Fest this year, so all children ages pre-K through and up are welcome to attend and paint their own pumpkins from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. while supplies last. The event is free, but donations to cover expenses will be gladly accepted. What else is going on Friday, September 25th? It is Happy Lobster Day. September 25th takes a taste of this seafood surprise. The simplest way, of course, to enjoy lobsters: boiled, then dipped in melted butter. A couple of other favorite lobster recipes include lobster Newburgh, lobster Thermidor, also the main ingredient in lobster bisque, lobster rolls, and lobster salad. Did you know that the lobsters never stop growing? They just continue to grow until they die.
100 years. They can get over to be 100 years old.
If you find a large lobster, it's estimated to be over 50 years old. These marine crustaceans live at the bottom of the ocean. If they avoid the lobster pot, they can live up to 100, like you said. So even though we consider them a delicacy, that wasn't always the case in colonial times.
Absolutely.
The lobsters received very little culinary credit. In fact, pigs and goats ate more lobster than people.
They were the food of the peasants.
They were the food of the peasants.
Absolutely.
And now they are the food of. You can't be a peasant and afford lobster anywhere, can you? Yeah. Well, so that's cool. This is also National One Hit Wonder Day. National One Hit Wonder Day brings back memories while turning up the volume. We honor all the musical artists and chart-topping songs that make those type of folks memorable. Give me what's your favorite one-hit wonder?
Milli Vanilli. Was that one?
That's the name of the band.
That's their one-hit wonder.
They are a one-hit wonder. I would go with My Sharona by the Knack.
Okay.
If I had to pick a one-hit wonder but see, I know their other two hits. Nobody else would. But
Are they hits though?
they were releases. Let's put it that way.
How about Vanilla Ice?
Huh?
How about Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla Ice would be a one-hit wonder.
There you go. He had one.
Vanilla Ice would be a one-hit wonder. Bobby McFerrin.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Be Happy.
Don't worry, be happy. There are a few of them.
Pearl Jam.
I don't think you can call Pearl Jam a one-hit wonder. What's on Wabash, folks? What do you want to see on TV? Wabash Catch TV this afternoon. We'll have high school baseball. Big game. St. Anthony Bulldogs at Teutopolis Wooden Shoes, the big Effingham County War. That'll be at 4:15 this afternoon on this channel. Also, Major League Baseball. Today, it's the doubleheader. St. Louis Cardinals at Milwaukee. Pardon me, that's in St. Louis. Jack Flaherty versus Josh Lindblom at 4:15. Although I think Milwaukee's the home team on the first game. St. Louis the home team on the second game. Because it'll be the Brewers, the Cardinals in game 2. Don't know who's pitching yet. Neither team. They've all got too many games. Also tonight, Chicago Cubs at Chicago White Sox. Did you know we have the Marquee Network now?
I did not.
The Marquee Network is now on your...
What is the Marquee Network?
It's where the Cubs play.
Okay.
So we've got the Cubs.
Still WGN?
No, WGN's still there.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of like WGN in that, except Jack Brickhouse is dead. He wouldn't be on this station, but...
It'd be weird if he was, but...
How long ago Jack Brickhouse died?
Been a while.
Do you remember watching the Cubs games and hearing Jack Brickhouse?
Yeah, I bet it's been
long.
It's been a while. I mean, way back.
It's been a long time. NBA Game 5 tonight. The Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. That'll be on ESPN, 7:30 tonight. NHL Stanley Cup Final Game 4. Dallas Stars versus Tampa Bay Lightning. And NCAA football, one game tonight on CBS Sports Network, channel 628. The Middle Tennessee State Blue Racers, right?
I'm sure.
No. What are they? I'll come up with it.
I don't know.
Middle Tennessee State whatchamacallits versus at the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners. That's
For you degenerates. I mean, that's a degenerate game if there ever was one.
I can't wait to watch. We'll be right back on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Take the Points edition. Right back after this.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you or a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
You got to have a plan, Lucas.
Sure.
You can't. Russian doesn't go to the bathroom without having a plan.
I'm sure you got one, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Lucas Vaughan. I am Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So Taking the Points edition, as Lucas is very busy.
I was trying to find
What were you doing there?
I was trying to find a name, and I couldn't find it.
Well, have you found it yet?
No, I've given up till the next commercial break.
We'll come up with something. We'll come up with a name. Speaking of names, who won the most recently contested NCAA golf championship, the individual award?
Probably Matthew Wolf.
In 2019, Matthew Wolf won that. And who got fourth place in the most recent PGA championship?
I think that was Matthew Wolf.
Who got second place in the U.S. Open?
Let's go back. Who was leading by 2 strokes going into the final round of the U.S. Open?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new golfer on the scene. How about that? What about that kid, Matthew Wolf?
He's got the sweetest little swing and approach you've ever seen, too.
He really does.
That little giddy up, that hitch that he does every time he swings goes on.
All right, now you've probably seen video of Charles Barkley golfing.
Yeah.
And this reminded me of that because he's got a little.
And it's everyone. It's his drive. It's his pit. He's got that. It's when he approaches and he opens everything up and he comes back and he swings and it's strange.
He does this little hitch.
Yeah.
Not really a hitch, even just a little turn. He's dancing with the golf ball.
Yeah.
And I'll be doggone if it doesn't
It works for him.
it wouldn't work for 200 million other people.
Well, it worked for 3 rounds.
He had a pretty solid fourth round. I mean, compared to everybody else.
Kind of. I mean, not really. He was 5 over.
Compared to everybody else but one guy.
Well, that one guy was the only guy.
Average on that day was 77 on Sunday.
I said, the only guy. One guy finished on par in that round.
And he was the guy who was who had the chance to win.
And he didn't just shoot a 1 under either. He shot a 3 under. He goes, I'm the best today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bryson DeChambeau.
He ran away.
He's your national champion in golf for this year and for probably If you see a golf course the way that was set up, I don't know how they figured it out or who made the decision to basically throw out all convention and decide, I don't care if I put it in the fairway or not. I'm strong enough to put it far enough down the course, down the fairways or down the holes that I'll be able to get it there from the rough because I'm Popeye, for crying out loud.
Well, see, Matthew Wolf on Saturday when he went out and shot a 3 under, 4 under, whatever it was, he hit 3 fairways all day long, and he shot a 3 or 4 under, whatever that Saturday was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the roughs are long, thick, heavy.
The middle rough looked like the bottom of Lucas's beard.
Yeah.
If you got into the deep rough, it was Lucas's beard a few years ago, a few months ago before you trimmed it some.
Yeah, they were lucky to get to the ball and some of that thick rough. So
it was just devastating. I had a ton of fun watching it on Saturday because you got to figure Bryson DeChambeau is not beloved, right?
Right.
He has
not yet.
No, I don't know. If
he could.
I don't know if he ever will be.
He's
I think people are.
He's different. He's an odd duck. He really is.
He's an odd duck. He wears the tam o' shanter. I think people are going to look at him as a bully, actually, a little bit because he does hit the ball 20 yards longer than anybody else. But he's also. He gets mean with cameramen, or he has gotten mean with camera people before, and he's occasionally unpleasant with media. And then those he may never be mean with media again, but that sticks with you for a little while. So he's somebody you can root against if you want to root against somebody. Patrick Reed was in first place on Saturday all day long until Wolf caught him. And that's also somebody you can root against because there's all kinds of reasons. I'm not going to start recounting reasons to root against Patrick Reed.
Reed's got a lot of them.
Patrick Reed has a few.
He's a surly young man.
And don't even ask people who went to the University of Georgia about Patrick Reed, of which there were 3 other guys in the top 10.
That Harris English was Georgia.
Harris English. I can't remember the other two, Bubba Watson maybe or somebody. But there were a couple other guys. English was a teammate of Reed at Georgia for a year. Well, before Reed got kicked out of school. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. How did we do? Since we had such a good time, I'm assuming that you and I did A-OK in the take the points results.
Well, I did A-OK.
You did B-OK.
Hey, between me and Weeze, all 10 of our golfers at least made the cut, so we had that going for us. Unfortunately, I had 2 of my golfers decided they wanted to be at the very bottom of the cut, so that didn't work. But no, Weeze ended up taking it down. He had Ron, Justin Thomas, Patrick Reed, Berger, and Fanal. They all 5 had pretty solid rounds.
Solid tournament.
Yeah, he did good.
Rom didn't have that. Rom kind of fell apart at the faded.
He faded on Saturday and Sunday. He was okay, but on Sunday was just a disaster for everybody.
Yeah.
So Weeze ended up winning. I ended up getting second. Jamie got third, and Bruce won. Now Jamie did have DeChambeau, so he had the winner in there that he got in the second round.
That's good.
So
DeChambeau was like the 8th pick or something.
For 7th.
7th pick.
Hey, Matthew Wolf would have been the
he was 20, Matthew Wolf was the 19th pick.
Oh yeah, 19th pick. Yeah,
19th pick. Yeah, Matthew Wolf was 19, which you picked Matthew Wolf.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. And I picked the other Colin Mora, the other stud young duck, Colin Morikawa,
with your first overall pick.
With my first overall pick, who ended up being out on the first day. Basically,
didn't decide you want to play the weekend.
He shot 6 over on the first day. Shot a little better, but on the second
not enough.
day. But not better enough. A lot of fun. I hope you all had a good time.
It was a good tournament. It was fun to watch. There was only one guy that finished under par in that entire tournament, which was DeChambeau. Everybody else was even or above. So it's kind of fun to see a tournament where they're not shooting 30 under like Dustin Johnson did a few weeks back, where they're struggling and have to fight.
That's the other thing. I was talking with my brother-in-law who used to be a scratch golfer. He's not anymore. But he used to be. He played St. Andrews to like 9 over or something like that, or 8 over. He's a pretty good golfer. He said that he thought he would shoot 150 the way that the wing foot was set up. So that makes me feel good because I'd have probably shot about 250.
I shoot 150 at Fairfield on 18 holes. So it doesn't matter.
We're going to come back to talk college football right after this. Stick around.
I'm a bunch of wind. And just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drink Pool.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Lucas is here, and we're talking sports, talking college football right now. Anything to really highlight of the season so far for you, Lucas, in college football? And feel free to say no.
No. Nah, but we got the SEC coming back. The Big Ten supposedly is coming back. So
Big Ten's coming back.
I know they say they're coming back, and I hope they do. But starting out, it's early. It doesn't seem like there've been really that many good football games that that have been out there.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of blowouts and a lot of I don't know. So really nothing so far.
Well, the only real Power 5 conference games that have taken place so far have been in the ACC.
Yeah.
And ACC is typically a blowout conference
Yeah.
anyway. You've got Clemson and everybody else just kind of tries to play well together in the sandbox. But this weekend, like you say, is a different animal. The SEC is coming back, and they are playing a conference schedule. They're only playing conference teams. They're playing, whereas the Big Ten's going to end up trying to play an 8-game schedule with a 9th game added on. SEC's playing a 9-game schedule,
right?
And they're not playing any non-conference, which I'm all for. It's about time the SEC did something like that. The SEC usually play Podunk University or
first couple games of the year or something like that. Anyway, but it concerns me. Like we were saying off break. Notre Dame's already canceled their game this weekend against.
They canceled their Wake Forest game this weekend.
I wonder if more of that's coming. I mean.
The reason they did that is because, they played last weekend against South Florida, then they test, and I think that was in Notre Dame, and they tested, and they ended up having, I want to say 7 guys test positive, but those folks were in contact with folks. So they had to end up quarantining a bunch of guys. They ended up quarantining about 15 or 20 guys.
Yeah.
And, well, there's all kinds of quarantine stories we could tell. You could tell Dana Holgerson from Houston last week.
Houston now. Yeah, it was West.
They were on the bus. The teams were on the bus heading from Houston down to Waco to go to Baylor. And Baylor called them up and canceled the game. And that got canceled without anybody having COVID. That just got canceled for quarantine issues. And there are some coaches getting frustrated.
Oh, and how could you not?
Dana Holgerson is one of them.
Yeah, and this is a betting show. This concerns me. How do we know when we're making these bets that we don't have a middle linebacker in quarantine now, and a guy not going to make that start that's a wide receiver and things like that? And
we don't know.
Yeah, that just I feel like it's rolling the dice right now with everything.
It's just like fantasy football. I mean, you might have drafted, if you drafted 1, 2, or 3 in your league, most likely your pick is out now, right? I mean, you got to figure Barkley and McCaffrey and
not my pick,
Mike Thomas or somebody.
My number one pick was David Montgomery.
What pick were you in the draft?
Number 1 overall.
You took David Montgomery, number 1 overall.
How smart do I look right now, Bruce?
You look very smart.
Thank you very much.
You look very. We'll talk about how smart later in the NFL part. All right. How did we do last week in college?
Pretty solid.
That's all you need. I mean, that's the thing. If you're hitting 5 out of 7, 6 out of 8, 5 out of 8, you're making your money.
Right. Weezy started out the season hot. He hit both of his college games.
Nice. Who do you have?
He had a couple over-unders, Central Florida and Georgia Tech, and Stephen F. Austin and UT San Antonio. I don't know. But he had a couple over-unders there that he hit. You hit your one game that you picked. You had Navy +7.
I had the Dana Holgerson cancellation.
Right. Then you had a cancellation on the Houston game, so you hit your one. I hit both of my college games.
Give me a hit for that, by the way.
Yeah. I hit both of mine. Notre Dame. Notre Dame just rolled 25-0 or 52-0, and then Clemson. At the time of the bet, it was 45 and a half points. They ended up winning 48-0 or something like that. But they did not cover because at the time of the game, the line had gone up to like 52.
Did you get your bet in on time?
Yeah. I had it in. So
you covered.
Yeah, I covered on mine. So, and then Jamie. So we hit those 5 games, and then Jamie didn't hit his. He had Duke. They didn't cover, and in Louisville.
So as a team, we went 5 for 7.
Yep,
not bad at all.
5-2 there.
And how do we do on Superdog?
And the Superdogs. You had Houston as your Superdog. Again, got canceled, so we don't worry about it. But all the 3 of us, Boston College hit, Marshall hit for Jamie, and Navy hit for me. I'm a Superdog.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So we had all 3 of our Superdogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you hearing what he's telling you? Free money about to get handed out.
So if you would have bet just our college last week, you would have been a very happy human being on your bet slips.
You'd had a great weekend. Had a great weekend. Oh, can you imagine? The one of them was an 18-point dog that hit Super Dog?
Navy was 7 was the biggest one. Now I had one last week that was a big Super Dog. So.
All right. Well, yeah, Navy was a good one. All right, how about this week?
But Navy had to cover the whole time. Navy, if you didn't see it, was down 24-0 early. Final score was 27-24.
I turned it off. I turned it off, get a text from Wheeze, like in the middle of the third quarter, something about Navy coming back.
Apple.
And that is, by the way, also why I love the 2-point conversion.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Navy went for 2 3 times. Hit it all 3 times to tie it and send it to overtime and win the game.
Yep, that was good.
So that was good.
All right. You want to do this week's?
Yeah, give us this week's. Well, give us Jamie and Wheeze first, since they're not.
Well, Jamie and Wheeze they're similar on the bets anyways. Jamie and Wheeze both are taking Florida State plus their 11.5 at Miami, versus Miami.
Mike Norvell is still trying to get the Willie Taggart problems out, I guess.
Yeah. So they're both on them. Jamie's on BYU minus 14 late at night versus Troy. And then
have something to look at late on Saturday night.
Yeah, and then his super dog, one you said earlier for your Friday night game, is on TV. He's taking Middle Tennessee State plus 6 at UT San Antonio.
Okay.
So that's his super dog there. Wheeze, like I said, is on Florida State at 11.5. He's also got Georgia State minus 1 playing versus Charlotte.
Georgia State's tough.
Yeah, they are. And then his super dog is North Carolina State at Virginia Tech.
North Carolina State's a super dog?
Yep.
How much? What are they?
That was a good thing. I've got everything except for what that number was. But yeah, he's on that one.
Well, don't worry about it. we'll come up with that in a minute.
7.
7. Okay, that's bigger than I expected. Me, so I'll let you write down there for a second. I'll tell you what mine are. I've got. I'm going staying in the SEC on all of my picks today, ladies and
Hey, if
gentlemen.
they're going to come back, you might as well bet them.
That's exactly right. Thank you so much, SEC, for coming back. And I'm staying with my orange. I'm going to go with Tennessee at South Carolina. I think South Carolina is a dumpster fire waiting to happen, and I think Tennessee is coming on.
And it's only 3.5. So
Minus 3.5. Tennessee's favored by 3.5. I'm on Tennessee, and
is this because you love Missouri so much?
I dislike Missouri, and I don't like Alabama much either. But Missouri's getting 27 points at home.
Yep.
And Alabama,
They got a new starting quarterback, new running backs.
They're not, and they showed last year at the end of the year, they're not the Alabama of 2 years ago or 3 years ago. They're not going to walk into a conference opponent who, with a new coach, who has somebody they're going to be playing for. They love the new guy. They'll probably win by only 20. The line's 27. That's too doggone high. So, yeah, I'm going with Mizzou. My super dog, I'm taking Kentucky. They're 7.5-point dog at Auburn. I think Kentucky can win that. How about you?
Yeah. So I know 2 weeks ago, I don't think it was last night, I think it was 2 weeks ago, Texas won by a very large margin.
Didn't play last week.
Yeah, I didn't play last week. It's still, I'm taking Texas Tech plus 18.
I thought that was huge. That was way
that's
too
a very big number. It's a rivalry game. I know Texas played very well that first game, but it's just, like you said, with Alabama, Missouri, it's just a big number for me.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Texas Tech. I'm going to take Florida minus 13.5 at Ole Miss. Listen, I won a lot on Florida last year. This Trask kid they got starting the quarterback he's a heck of a nice quarterback. I think they've got a chance. I won that one big. And then I'm going to take my super dog as West Virginia plus 7 at Oklahoma State.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Oklahoma State has been a little shaky.
They struggled last week against Campbell or somebody.
Tell me what you think about the. Give me a little bit more on the Ole Miss game. Is Lane Kiffin walking into more of a problem maybe than he realized?
Probably. I would say there's more there than he realized what was there.
That's kind of what I was thinking about that too. And no offense to Junior, but I think Ole Miss might not.
Yeah, I think if Dan Mullen there right now is still at Florida, I think he's right. Is he still there? Yeah. I think he's going to have Florida prime for having an extremely good year.
Yeah. One other team I want to mention. They didn't fit into my pattern, but I really like Army this week. So
they were getting a big number, right?
Yeah. I like Army. At Cincinnati, they're getting 14 or something.
Yeah, the service colleges right now they're playing good football.
Go baby, go! We'll be right back after this. Stick around on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Take the Points edition. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Wolfsville. It's a cool place.
They found out who I was picking. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. That's Lucas Vaughan. I'm Bruce Dickey. Let's talk NFL football. How did we do last week?
Not as good as college, but we still hit. Weez hit one of his two bets. He hit the Cardinals -6.5, but lost the lines. The lines were up big, but Green Bay came back and throttled the lines. You should never bet on the lines, just so you know that, Bruce.
Note taken.
Bruce, you went you went 1-1 also. Vikings +3. Man, they're a dumpster fire right now.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah, Packers, you had -6, and they rolled easy. Jamie had the Browns, Bengals over. He loves his Thursdays. That went over.
But he did go over. Usually those go under.
Yeah, but he had that over on that one, and he had the Bills and the Dolphins. I missed both of mine. I had the Bills also. They won, but they didn't cover. And I also had the Chiefs -8. And they barely got past the Chargers, so 3-5.
3-5 for the weekend. All right, so we're not handing out nearly as much money on the weekend. Over the weekend, let's talk a little bit about the weekend itself. The headline coming out of Sunday, Injury City.
Yep.
Injury City. Saquon Barkley hurt. Christian McCaffrey out for a few weeks. Mike Thomas, they don't know how long he's going to be out.
Cortland Sutton, ACL. Joey Bosa, Solomon Thomas, ACLs.
He Mostert out for weeks.
Drew Lock out for a while with a messed up shoulder. I mean, it's offense, defense. Doesn't matter what the team is. There's injuries all over.
Do you think it was a function of there not being a preseason? I mean, I got the 4 games of preseason. People get hurt too. So has that 4 games where people weren't getting hurt, getting kind of pushed into the first week or 3 of the season?
I got to thinking about that. You know, last week was week 1, and you go on week 1, and I guarantee they were saying, "Listen, play hard, but just." Be a touch cautious. This is our first game out, no preseason. I haven't been going hard, and really not many injuries happened week 1. Week 2 rolled around, be like, oh, listen, I got a game on my belt. Let's go full bore. And there was a lot of injuries, and like you said, lots of injuries.
Saquon Barkley, then in that Bears game, Saquon Barkley in that Bears game, he took the play before he hurt his knee, and it didn't look.
No, it didn't.
The one that looked where his knee got hurt didn't look bad at all. The play before that, where he looked like he screwed up his elbow a little bit, he just got up and kept playing. Yeah. So I was thinking, I wonder if he had that one on his mind, because he just ran the next play and got hurt. Or took the pass on the next play.
Yeah.
And the Giants then lost another receiver for the year, right? Shepard's
He's not for the year, but he's out. He's got a bad toe. I don't know if it's turf toe or something, but I don't think it's the year.
How do you get turf toe on the grass in Chicago?
It was an injury from last week that he carried in, and then he re-aggravated it.
That'll do it. Game of the weekend had to be Sunday night, didn't it?
I'd say so.
Seattle.
Somehow that overshadows the Chargers and Chiefs game, which was a fantastic football game.
Chargers and Chiefs Sunday afternoon was outstanding.
Did you ever hear what happened to Tyrod? I read that article today.
It came out today. Tell about what happened to
Tyrod
Taylor, the quarterback for the Chargers.
Yeah, so the week before he'd injured his ribs. I don't know if they're fractured or bruised or whatever else, but before the game he went and warmed up, and he went to the locker room to get his shot for, just a painkiller and whatever else. The team doctor gave him that shot, also punctured his lung in the meantime. So the team doctor punctured the lung pregame, and that's why Justin Herbert, which looked fantastic, I thought, got the start in that game.
So Anthony Lynn, we've got 2 or 3 things we could talk about Anthony Lynn.
Yeah, the way he went about that.
Anthony Lynn, after the game, says, well, I don't care what Herbert looked like.
Yeah.
Tyrod's my guy. Who knows how long Tyrod's out?
He really downplayed Herbert.
He downplayed Herbert.
Said there's a reason he's a backup.
Yeah.
Oh, woo. Okay.
Yeah. That's a shot.
We're going to play this.
That's a shot to your number 8 to pick or 5 pick or whatever, 5 or 6. It's 5.
That just threw for over 300 yards, had 2 total touchdowns, played the Chiefs to
against the champs.
Yeah, to play the Chiefs to an overtime game, and like I said, I thought it looked pretty solid.
All right, so you win the toss, and you
get it.
You get
take the ball.
Take the ball, of course. You're 3rd and 7 or whatever. You pick up 6 yards and get 4th and 1 at like the 40-yard line. How could you give that ball back to the Chiefs?
Because if you don't, you do know it's over for sure. I mean,
it's over then. I mean,
listen, they'd held them to 20. I mean, final was 23-20, right?
23-20.
So they'd held them to 20 through the whole game. The Chargers defense had been playing well, but I agree, it's hard to give it back to Mahomes and go.
Hard to give it back to Patrick Mahomes, especially when you've got he doesn't have, they don't have anybody hurt. I mean, the Chiefs are healthy, and the Chiefs are really good. That leads us to this week.
They should probably keep Butker healthy too, though. I can tell you that right now.
They might want to keep Butker healthy. It made me feel so good that Butker hit all those field goals.
Hit a 53.
Because that was a University of Illinois guy who jumped a false start. Yeah, put it back 5 yards.
He hit a 53-yarder, and they had a false start, backed him up 5 yards, hit a 58-yarder. Right before he got it off, they called a timeout, put him back up there, and hit another 58-yarder. I mean, I'm a Bears fan. Oh, gosh.
169 yards of field goals.
And they weren't in close. They
weren't close.
Right down.
Those would have been good from 68 yards.
They would have.
They were unbelievable. All right, let's talk our gambling. We're 3 out of 5. We can do better than this. Come on.
I hope so. Okay, so this week we're going to start with Jamie. Jamie likes the football team.
Jamie likes the football team.
He's going to take Washington +7 against Cleveland.
Okay.
Big number. He thinks they can stay with them. And then Jamie doing Jamie things. He's going to take an over Indy. He's going to take Indy over 43.5 against the Jets.
Really?
The Jets are a disaster also, so I assume he thinks Indy's going to put up somewhere around 42.
Did you see the number Adam Gase is now? He's head coach for now 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And I think 5 years because 1 or 2 with the Bears.
Yeah.
And then 1 or 2
Miami,
and now he's into his 2nd year here with
Jets.
With Jets. In 68 games, he's lost 38 games. He's 20-38. Of the 38, he's lost double digits over I think 22 times or something like that. It's just an unimaginable feat for this guy.
Which one gets fired first, him or Dan Quinn? Dan Quinn's the favorite currently.
Is Dan Quinn the favorite?
I went and looked at it.
Well, it's got to be Dan Quinn because Woody Johnson's not in New York. Woody's still over in England, isn't he? The ambassador or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so Jamie does Jamie things.
Yeah, Jamie does Jamie things. All right, Weeze, he's back on the. He's a New England Patriot believer. He's on the Patriots -6.5.
Cam Newton's pretty good.
Cam looked very good the first 2 weeks of the year. Yeah. He's one injury away from not being good anymore, but
nearly beat his.
He almost did.
His lover Russell Wilson.
And then he's going to Carolina +6.5. I like Teddy Bridgewater, but yeah, I mean McCaffrey's out. They got Mike Davis in the backfield. They're playing the Chargers. I'm not sure either.
At least the Chargers still have a Bosa playing.
Yeah.
They still have one
Nick's
coming.
out. So.
I'm going to take. I'm going to go with Jamie. I'm contrarian this week. I'm going to go with Cincinnati at Philly. Cincinnati at the time I did this was a 6-point underdog, and I'm going to go Detroit at Arizona, also a 6-point underdog. Apparently, people agree with me because the
lines are all going down.
It's moved to 5.5
I can't
on
believe
both
Detroit's found that many people to bet on them, but okay.
Go Lions!
Yeah.
It's because they've had double-digit leads every game.
Oh, and how'd that go for them?
Not real well. Who are you going with?
All righty. I'm against Weeze here. I'm going to take the Chargers minus their 6.5 versus Carolina. They've got a fantastic defense. McCaffrey's out. The offense looked good with Eckler and the Josh Kelly kid. So
Kelly's looking good.
Yeah, I'm a Charger believer here, and they're at home. So, and then I'm going to take the Rams Bills over 47. Josh Allen this year started out as being fantastic.
He's an MVP candidate.
Right now, he looks great. The Rams' offense right now looks great as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that over 47.
And it's at Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
It's still solid weather, and the Rams aren't traveling across the country.
Yeah, they're staying.
They stayed in the East. We'll be right back, talk a little baseball after this word. Do stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Are you tired of searching high and low in those big chain stores to find what you need and deserve some royal treatment? Come to the King, Rural King in Salem. The friendly folks at Rural King will never leave you searching for those hard to find items on your list. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, and clothing. Oh, and did I mention we also have everything else, along with all of the quality brands that you deserve. Salem Rural King is a proud retailer of the steel product line. Your searching is over when you know the King, Rural King in Salem.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. We've burned a lot of clock here, Lucas. So,
but they've got a lot of information.
That's exactly right. We're making folks money. We're going to make folks all kinds of stuff. Let's talk a little bit of baseball real quick. The American League pretty much set. Here's the current American League standings. You've already got 6 teams set. And Houston's probably going to make the playoffs as the other number 2. Toronto's most likely in. but they're just not set yet. So there's the American League. Here's the National League. A little bit more at play.
Look at those Miami Marlins, by the way.
Marlins are in the playoffs at this time. The Cubs, Cardinals, the Dodgers, and San Diego Padres. Atlanta's already clinched. They did last night, clinched a division, or night before, or Tuesday night. And the fight right now for the wild card in the National League. Taking a look at the wild card standings. Now, this was as of Wednesday afternoon. Cincinnati plays Milwaukee Wednesday night in what might be the game of the year for both of those teams. If Cincinnati loses, they go to Minnesota this weekend, and you can see that Minnesota is still playing for the division.
34-22.
They still have a chance to win the division, so they're going to be playing hard.
And they're at Minnesota,
and Cincinnati's going to Minnesota.
Look at Minnesota's home record of 22-5.
Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of indicative. All right, and Milwaukee 27-27. They've only got a 5-game series in St. Louis this weekend. They'll play one on Thursday, 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday.
That's a big series because the Cardinals are only a couple games ahead of that.
Cardinals are basically 1 game ahead of both of those teams. San Francisco just hoping that the Cardinals and Cincinnati and Milwaukee all just beat the tar out of each other. So that they can get in. In San Francisco, they've got to knock off Colorado or something. Here's what, if the season was over today, here's what the wild card looks like. Actually, this is if it was over yesterday as well. Before Philadelphia on Tuesday had a real meltdown. So Philadelphia was still in here. They're not in here anymore. Right now, in that spot against LA, it would be Milwaukee. But you've got that's an intriguing postseason setup.
I'll tell you what, the weirdest thing looking at this graph is how many teams are up there.
Yeah.
There's that's not the standard baseball thing. There's a lot of teams there.
The question for you, Lucas. The Cardinals still also might play 2 on Monday. Depends how they do over the weekend. If they have to.
Okay.
If they have to, and if they have to, or if some other team has to have them play for them to get in. So if they're already in, they aren't going to make them play. Who's gonna get in? Taking a look at this wild card with the who's going to get in.
So how many are in right now? 5 total in for sure.
6. Well, no, in for sure. No, nobody's in for sure. Other than there's 3.
So there's 3 in, and I think
the Braves, the Cubs are in. The Braves, the Dodgers, San Diego Cubs will clinch
today. So there's
today.
4 in. So really,
Cubs will clinch today.
The Dodgers and San Diego are in.
And Miami, and look, Miami's probably going to make it as the second place team as well. First and second place in each division make it.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter the record.
It's the top 2 after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
do the Reds make it? Do the Brewers make it? The Cardinals could still get shut out of this.
I say the Cardinals make it. I think if Cincinnati is going to Minnesota, they're going to be tough to get there. But I'd say the Cardinals.
San Francisco, I think, has I think they're finishing up with Colorado this week, and then they're going to San Diego this weekend. So
I say
that's kind of
St.
tough.
Louis, Philadelphia, and San Fran are the ones that make it, and Cincinnati and Milwaukee don't.
Really? You think Philadelphia's going to get back in?
Yeah, I think so.
They've got to go 4-0, basically. Okay, man. I tell you what.
St. Louis is going to sweep Milwaukee, so they're out.
I like your moxie there. I got to tell you, it's
next week. None of those will be in the playoffs. Somehow they all missed.
All right. I'm going to say the Cardinals get in with the second place, and it'll be the.
It's going to have to be the Reds if you think it's going to be the Cardinals. That means the Cardinals beat the Milwaukee.
Well, Milwaukee's.
It's going to be tough.
If Milwaukee beats the Reds on Wednesday night, since we're shooting this Wednesday, you'll know what happened on Friday morning when you see this. I guess I got to pick a team. Let's go. I'm going to go Cardinals get in, Milwaukee, and the Giants. I think the Reds collapse.
If you're going to Minnesota at 22-5, I think they'd be also.
Bauer's pitching on 3 days Wednesday. Bauer's pitching on 3 days Sunday.
Yeah, I hope he gets hammered.
Lucas, thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Folks, have a great weekend. We'll see y'all later.